Hey guys, I just figured I'd give you a little update. I know everyone's in quarantine right now. Everyone has their own struggles. I feel like me personally, being a nurse in a hospital is definitely been a struggle, learning to cope with different policies coming out every single day. I definitely haven't coped with it properly. I was kind of like pushing it to the side and it was building up, and one day I just had like a total mental breakdown. So anybody that, you know, is essential employees right now, like, you know, we're all in this together. We're gonna get through it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's hard to see it right now, but we will eventually get there. And it's been especially hard for the operating room. That's where I work, because ever since the stay-at-home orders happened, they've essentially canceled all elective cases. So it's anything emergency, cancer related. So we've gone from, you know, 60 to 80 cases to like less than 10 a day. So they've been kind of sending some of us home, which I don't necessarily mind because it does give me that mental break that I need. And so like yesterday and today I've had off. So it's a nice long weekend for me. They keep telling us the surge is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And I think that's another thing that just kind of like plays in your mind, is like you're worrying and wondering when it's gonna happen. In the first couple of weeks that all of this was happening, I was on my phone constantly reading everything, and that was just making my anxiety like go through the roof. So highly recommend, you know, look on your phone, but don't be like obsessing over it and just reading every single thing, because it just really drains you. And that was one thing that I definitely learned not to. Too, I definitely talk to Corey like when I'm feeling bad, but at the same time, unless something's like really changed throughout the day, I just try not to talk about anything, because it's just the same negative stuff over and over. So when you start thinking about it more and more, it's just on your brain constantly, and you know, that's just not helping you in the long run. Another thing with us being in the operating room is they've essentially been deploying us to other areas in the hospital. So that's been another stressor too, because I haven't done floor nursing in like years. And their plan too is, if, you know, we get this surge of COVID patients, they are gonna have us essentially getting the more acutely ill, minor injuries, illnesses that would come through the emergency room up in our area. So we've been sent down to the emergency room for 2 days of shadowing to kind of see how the flow of things go, the documenting in the computer. And I just have to say, I could not do what emergency room nurses do. So props to you guys out there. Definitely not for me. So it's been stressful too, going down there. There's tons of patients walking in that have symptoms, testing them, coming back positive. You know, just wearing N95s nonstop, because you just don't know who has it, even if they're not testing them. And so that's been stressful too, in the sense of, we don't know when the surge is going to happen, and I don't know if I'm going to get sent to a floor or if I'm going to be taking care of these emergency room patients essentially, when I've never been in an emergency room nurse before. So, you know, but I'm just trying to take it day by day, breathe, do things that I enjoy, you know. Again, I've been coping better after I had that mental breakdown. I just was kind of like, I need to do something different. And I also think with Easter last weekend, you know, with Jesus, you know, being resurrected, you know, he died for our sins, you know, to bring us mercy. And, you know, I think that kind of opened my eyes that it's okay to not be okay. and he's gonna carry us through all of this. So definitely, you know, I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect. That's why we have Jesus. I wasn't leaning on him as much as I should have been through all of this, so that's definitely one of the biggest factors that's been helping me. And again, just not focusing on the negative, just trying to do things that make me happy, come home, just like totally disconnect from it all. I am fortunate enough, you know, that we have that home gym outside in our building with a lot of equipment. So again, I feel horrible for the people that are used to going to the gym all the time. So that routine necessarily hasn't changed for me. I don't have the motivation every day to get out there, but just kind of move around. We have a treadmill, even if I'm just, you know, doing a little bit on there, you know, just giving myself a mental break. So, I don't know what else. It's kind of sad because like my dad had a birthday last week, so we didn't want to all get together for that, especially me, because working in the healthcare, I don't know if I'm carrying anything around. You know, I try to be really diligent when I get home, taking everything off, all my shoes, everything, getting a shower. You know, I wipe everything down as soon as I get back in my car, as soon as, like right when I'm at work, hand sanitize, wiping everything down. But you know, like you can't be too sure that you got absolutely everything. So, you know, I thought it was better to err on the side of caution. So that's sad, but I know when everything's done, we're gonna celebrate with him, and that's gonna be fun. And I think that's kind of it. Corey's been working on the kitchen a little bit more. We've been doing the trees, which you guys will see, or maybe you already did see. I don't know if I'm gonna put that clip before or after this. So that's definitely coming along. The weather is still kind of like the spring weather. Like I said, there was a frost warning. It's kind of like rainy, cloudy, but you know, we're getting through it. And that's kind of about it. So I feel really bad that I haven't been making videos, and I have a little bit of content for videos that I can edit, but again, just like mentally drained coming home from work, and it was like, you just don't feel like doing anything, you know? And that's why I said, like, some days I'm just not even out in the gym. I just come home. There's been like 2 or 3 times that it's like I just go to sleep as soon as I get home, and I feel guilty doing that, but at the same time it's like I need to take care of myself to be able to take care of people at work. So again, if you're essential employee, not even just, you know, in healthcare, anybody that's out there right now, you know, I'm keeping you in my prayers, and we're gonna get through this. It's okay to not be okay, to have those weak days, but you know, it's just gonna make us stronger at the end of all of this. And yeah, I think that's kind of about it. You know, none of us are really doing anything during quarantine. So that's kind of like my update. I'm gonna try to do better with content, and that's kind of about it. Oh, I figured I could show you guys a couple of items or products that I like. I know a lot of people have been doing like quarantine items, but you know, like I'm working every day, so I'm not home trying to find stuff to do. These are just kind of like everyday things, so it could kind of be like my April, March favorites, but they're kind of things that I've been using for a while. All right, so figured I'd just show you a couple of my favorite things, you know, Sound of Music. Yeah, not quarantine related. They're just like things that I thought I could show you guys that I just use in my everyday life. And yeah, so let's get started. These first ones, I've had these for a while, and I really think they make a difference. These are blue light blocking glasses. Got these off of Amazon. They were a 2-pack. I want to say they were maybe like $20, maybe, in the clear frame, and then they have black ones. But I wear these like when closer to bed, when I'm still like on my phone, And I think they're just so cute. And I definitely notice a difference when I'm trying to fall asleep, not wearing these versus wearing them. So it could be something quarantine related if you're on your computer or your phone all day. It definitely helps to protect your eyes in the long run. So definitely recommend getting these, and you know, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. If you're gonna splurge on one thing from First Form, you absolutely 200% need this in your life. This is their Opti Greens, and there's just tons of ingredients in here. It's low temperature processed. This changed my life. I've been using it for over 1.5 years now, and I was having terrible digestive issues, and it's like within 30 minutes of taking this, you notice a difference. And like, I had terrible bloating in my stomach. This stuff saved my life, and using it every single day is worth the money for me because I was miserable without this. So if you're ever gonna get anything from First Form, I highly recommend this stuff. But again, any of their protein powders are amazing. I've used their hair, skin, and nails when I was getting ready for, hey Coda, you see Coda? When I was getting ready for my wedding, I used their hair, skin, and nails, and that definitely helped me. Okay, Benny. That definitely helped me. Their Core 21, which is essentially a sleeping supplement, but it also reduces your cortisol levels, so in turn helps you lose fat. I've never slept better in my life on that stuff. And just like the little bit of stress here and there from like planning a wedding definitely helped me get in a deeper sleep. So any of their products I highly recommend, but this is the best stuff you will ever have in your life. Verb energy bars. These things taste incredible. I think there's 5 flavors. So I have the salted peanut butter, which I definitely thought was the best flavor in my opinion. But they also had coconut chai, maple blueberry, vanilla latte, and simply cocoa. I liked this one the best, but if you actually go on their website, you can get all the flavors for free. You just pay for shipping. So that's what I did. Tried them. Like I said, I loved this one, the vanilla latte and the coconut chai. I think they were my top 3, but they all tasted really, really good. So they do like a subscription thing. So you get a big bag of these, and they have as much caffeine as an espresso, which it says is 65 milligrams. And they're only 90 calories. And I think this does a great job of giving me that energy boost. I pack it in my lunchbox when I go to work, and I eat it on the ride home. That way I have that extra kick of energy. I love drinking coffee, but sadly, I think I am maybe allergic to coffee. My stomach really hurts after drinking it, and I had given it up for Lent, and I had it, you know, the Easter or the day after Easter, and the same thing happened. So I would like to see maybe like if I ever got tested or whatever to see if that's really what it is. But these don't bother my stomach at all. So if you're sensitive to coffee or even caffeine, highly recommend these things. They taste incredible. I've used this for ever and ever and ever, and I know it's controversial because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like it, I like this one better. But I personally love the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I think this stuff is the best. I've tried Lash Paradise, and I honestly do not think it's a dupe to this. That stuff is super clumpy, and I don't know if it's just my eyelashes work really good with this formula that they have, but this is my go-to, you know, going to work, especially now. Well, take that back. In the operating room, we wear the paper masks all the time. And now, especially with the N95s and wearing, you know, eye protection, I do very minimal makeup. This is about like all that I put on. And this is one coat of the Better Than Sex mascara, and I don't do extensions. That's way too expensive. So I just do like a light powder foundation, and I just kind of fill in my brows, one coat of this, and I do like eyeliner on my my waterline, and that's like it. And at 5 in the morning, I don't have time to be putting on a whole face of makeup anyways. So this is like my absolute favorite makeup item ever. If I had to pick probably one thing for the rest of my life, I would pick mascara, hands down. I think naturally I just have good lashes, so this really enhances them and makes them look really good and makes my eyes like pop. So when you definitely use multiple coats, they get a lot fuller. So yeah, I know some people hate it, but I'm a fan for life with this stuff. I wore it also in all my wedding stuff, and this is bomb.com. All right, next thing, ooh, hands down favorite smelling candle ever. This is from Bath and Body Works. It's like the White Barn, and this is blueberry pie. Oh my gosh, this stuff, it's like you walked into a bakery and you smelled like the most perfect blueberry pie, scone, anything like blueberry pastry. This stuff. I was always like a Yankee Candle fan, and I still love Yankee candles, but these burn great. They smell awesome the entire time that you're burning the candle. So this has been like my new jam, is this blueberry pie. So if you need a really good smelling candle, I recommend any of their candles. They all smell great, but blueberry pie, that's totally where it's at. Next thing, let's do some skincare. So I've never talked to you guys yet about skincare, but for the longest time, I mean like longest time, I had horrible skin, and I definitely think like this is a million times better than what it used to be, but it used to be just like constant breakouts. And I think a combination between just eating healthier, eating the right foods, decreasing some of my sugar, the OptiGreens that I showed you guys definitely helped too. But using products that weren't so harsh on my skin, made with really good ingredients, I think made a huge difference. The Deep Cleanser with Red Clay from the Skin Rescue. So this is geared definitely a little bit more towards like acne prone skin. I don't use this every single day. I use it just like when I'm in the shower, and I'll talk about hair care in a little bit because I have that stuff over there. But so maybe I use this like 3 to 4 times a week. But this stuff is really good. It just, my skin used to be very oily, and you definitely have to be careful with Red Clay because it can make your skin really dry. But again, because I don't use it every day or twice a day, it's just like when I'm in the shower, it doesn't dry my skin out. So I love this cleanser. They have like a regular cleanser too, which I think that works great too, but I definitely think my skin tends to be more on the oily side unless I'm using this. So definitely recommend this cleanser. Yep, this stuff. I ordered another one because this is almost out. Almost out. But it's like a jelly mask, and you just put it on your face, and then you just wipe it off with a wet cloth about like 8 to 10 minutes after it's sitting on there. And I use this maybe once or twice a week. I'm not like super strict about it. It's just kind of like when I feel like pampering myself, and everybody right now is all about pampering themselves in quarantine, am I right? So this stuff just smells so good, like the ginger and the turmeric. Love this stuff. And it helps to like even out your skin tone, which again, I think has like really helped. One of the newer things that I got from them, which, listen, I don't know much about skincare. And I always thought, especially with, like I said, having slightly oily skin and acne prone, I was like, I am not gonna put moisturizer on my face because that's gonna make it essentially, I guess, like wetter. So it's gonna make my skin worse. I was wrong about that. Ever since I've been using this cream, and if I'm not diligent about it, and I notice my skin's like having a little bit of bumps here and there, and I use this stuff, they go away. And like, that totally just like blows my mind, because it was opposite of what I've thought my entire life. So this stuff, it's slightly one of their newer products, but it's definitely been out for a while, so it's not on their new releases anymore. So this is the Ultra Repair Berry Air Cream, and this stuff is insane. I've used easily over half of a jar, but the texture, I don't know if you guys can see it. It doesn't show up great on the camera, but this stuff, can you focus? Thank you. This stuff, it's like airy. It's like a mousse almost. And I just like apply a little bit. If my skin's got like a really weird dry patch, I'll put it on in the morning. But other than that, I just use this at nighttime. Again, seen a huge difference in this. So the idea of the Berry Air Cream is it's supposed to help you with all the toxins and pollutants that are in the environment. So it helps create a barrier to protect your skin from all of that. So definitely it's really useful for me in the healthcare industry with wearing the masks all the time. My skin's not able to breathe as much. So this has been another lifesaver, especially through the winter. I probably got this in like November, December, and when this runs out, I'm definitely getting another one, because this is definitely, you know, gave my skin more like of an even texture. So if you're ever afraid to use moisturizers on your skin like I was, you need to do it and your skin will definitely thank you for it. And the awesome thing about all of their products is they're all safe for sensitive skin, and I definitely have sensitive skin. Like I have to use, I use like Method, like natural laundry detergents and stuff, because like Tide, it gave me a rash that I had to like go to the emergency room like a long time ago, because I just completely broke out because I was washing my clothes, and that just kind of came out of nowhere. So I always just err on the side of caution from now on and say that I have sensitive skin. So all of their products are safe on sensitive skin, so I absolutely love that about them. So check their stuff out. They're incredible. Love every single one of their products. I've never gotten anything that I don't love from them. And if I ever try some new products, I'll definitely let you guys know. So that's about skin, but now I figured I could talk to you about some hair stuff. Again, I've been using this stuff maybe like 4 months now, probably at the beginning of the year. I love, love, love Sun Bum. I've used their sunscreen for a very long time, like the sprayable kind. Again, because I have very sensitive skin, some of the different compounds of sunscreen, when I'm in the sand at the beach, it mixes with my skin, and the same thing, like complete rash all over everything, and then I'm just miserable. But Sun Bum, because of all of like their natural ingredients, my body really, really likes it. So I've been using their hair products, and oh my gosh, like the best stuff ever. So I've been really addicted to their blonde shampoo and conditioner. This stuff is really good. So I already have naturally blonde hair. I've never colored it in my life. But this is for natural or colored blonde hair. And definitely, since I don't get too much exposure to the sun working inside all the time, and because of the time of year, this stuff, oh, it just smells so good. It literally smells like you're a lifeguard or something. Like Corey's always like, oh, you got the lifeguard stuff on, and I'm like, yeah, my Sun Bum stuff. So this has pineapple, Hawaiian Lehua honey, and Meyer lemon. So absolutely love this stuff. If you don't have blonde hair, they also have a shampoo and conditioner in their revitalizing formula. I think it's still basically the same thing. Maybe it just doesn't have the lemon or something that helps blondes keep their hair blonder. But essentially it's almost the same stuff, and I love their products. They also have a dry shampoo. So this is their texturizing dry texture spray, and I just use it kind of at the roots of my hair, mostly in the front. I use this maybe once or twice a week. I try to let my hair breathe, so I don't like to use this a whole lot unless it's the day that I know I'm gonna be washing my hair, so that I wash it out and it's not sitting in there too long. And in terms of washing my hair, right now it's a little different because of quarantine, but typically about 3 times a week. In the summer it's a little different when we're like outside and getting all like in the outdoors and kayaking and stuff, but on average it's pretty safe to say I do about like 3 times a week. And I think that's just really helped my hair with like growing. And yeah, so that's kind of all I do. I don't do anything crazy for my hair. One of my favorite workout clothing company, which if you saw my other video, if not, go check it out. They did a leader search contest. Didn't make it past it, but there was a lot of people that applied, and I just thought it was awesome how everyone was brought together as a community and like sharing their stories. So it was fun to watch everybody's videos, but I love their clothes and their quality is insane. So they actually have a launch coming up on April 21st, and I am obsessed with the colors. It's called their Waves collection, and let me just say, all the pieces in it, I'm having a really hard time deciding what I want to get, because, you know, I'm trying to watch my money because of quarantine. But I don't know, all the stuff looks insanely, oh, the colors, the pieces, highly recommend you checking them out on Instagram. And their stuff sells out super fast. So if you decide that there is something that you like, make sure you're right on it on the launch, because the stuff sells out in minutes, like no joke. And their collections too, it's just kind of like once it's sold out, they don't usually ever bring it back. So their last launch that they did was January maybe, and it was their Summit collection. And I got this sports bra, which is in like this beautiful lilac color, and it just has balance written on the back. And this, like, I forget I'm even wearing it when I wear it. And I have this in a medium, and I'd say I'm like a 34B, 36B. And this fits absolutely perfect. And I have one other top by them, but this is like the first more like sportsy bra type that I have from them. And it's just like the best quality. It's super soft. I can do any type of workout in this, even like when I'm just wearing it at home. Never moves. Like I said, you don't even realize you're wearing it anymore. It's that comfy. So I love their tops. And then I also have 3 pairs of their pants. I have 2 pairs from this Summit collection that were, excuse me, they're Ascend pants. So I got them in the black and then this color called Path, which was this really pretty kind of like gray purplish color. And then one time before that, I got another pair of black. So I have 2 pairs of black leggings, and they're literally the only leggings that I'll wear anymore. Like, I always used to get ones from Victoria's Secret. Never again. I hate those ones after wearing these. And they're very minimal. You know, they don't have any seams, just the inseams down the legs on the inside. They have this really awesome signature booty contour right here, and then just their little symbol, which is a triangle. And again, these are super soft. I wear these to work every day or to work out in. They stay up on your waist. They're nice and high rise, and they're like 7/8 length. the best workout clothes, tops and bottoms, that I've ever had in my life. So I am a fan. Will be completely changing my wardrobe over slowly to all of their stuff because I'm in love, and I will forever be in love with their stuff. So I've also noticed a huge improvement in my digestion with ginger turmeric tea. And this is the brand that I use. I just get it at Giant, actually. So this is the Rishi caffeine-free organic herbal tea, turmeric ginger. And the tea bags, it's actually like a bunch of loose ingredients. It's not like a powder. So I drink this every night, 1 cup of it before I go to bed. And again, noticed a huge difference in my digestion. The OptiGreens is awesome, but this on top of it just makes it 10 times better. So highly recommend any type of ginger or turmeric tea. So that kind of just sums it up. I think I'm just gonna end the video here. I hope you're having a good week, getting through quarantine. We're all gonna make it out of this eventually. Stay safe. And I thought I could give you guys a little bit of inspiration. Corey had actually texted this to me the other day at work. He's really sweet about that. Just sends me Bible verses and stuff, you know, that I can kind of focus on throughout the day to give me strength and know that he's there for me and he's there for you too. So if you believe in him, you know, he's gonna get us through all of this and keep us safe. And so yeah, this is what he sent me the other day. Now, all glory to God, who is able through his mighty power at work within us to accomplish infinitely more than we might ask or think. He gives and provides more than we can even think to ask. And that's so true. You know, he's always here for us, even when we're not there for him. So just, I've been really trying to lean on him through this time to get me through everything. And it's really made a big difference for me. So I hope that's a little bit of inspiration for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of like a mix of everything, but that's just kind of how life's been right now. Yeah, so I hope you had fun. I'm gonna try to be better at getting some videos out. And yeah, because I just feel so much better talking in front of the camera. It gives me something to do, gets my mind off of things. So I had a lot of fun showing you guys some of my favorite products. So I hope you enjoyed them. Maybe you'll try some out. If you do, comment down below and let me know. Or if you use them already, definitely let me know, because these are definitely like my faves. So I love you guys. Stay safe. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you very shortly. Bye.